Welcome to the Hamilton County Sports Reporter. I'm Perry Williams, along with Don Jellison, the editor of the Hamilton County Reporter of Noblesville.
It's a big slab out there.
Yeah. That's your favorite slab, isn't it?
Can't your wife do something about that?
Well, that's on the city. The city owns that. So
I've talked to the mayor about it.
Yeah, I know. You had a series of articles on that.
Yeah, it's a big slab. I mean, that looks terrible.
Well, the Greyhounds are going to play.
Don't you think it looks terrible?
Yeah, I do. Don want to get his plug in there about the old Firestone plant, so we got to make sure we got to get it in there.
That's my bloodline.
Yeah, that's right.
Welcome. I'm Perry Williams, and today I got two Indiana Hall of Famers in the house, and we're going to talk about the sectional drawing that went on yesterday. To my left is Dave Nicholson, who was a Noblesville coach and actually had an undefeated season here at Noblesville. And on my right is Don Jellison, who is a Hamilton County Reporter, newspaper editor.
Who've been through all the seasons that weren't undefeated.
That's a good one.
Oh, okay.
Chuck Godby.
Oh, okay.
And Chuck's a little slow sometimes. But he'll have the best story by the time it's over.
Well, that's good. That's
I
good.
like the schedule that you played and went through some of those teams.
Don's a good writer, but his memory fades at times.
Really outstanding coverage of the state wrestling meet.
He's actually done a great job the last couple of weeks because he covered that girls swimming meet very, very well too. So, and I know both of those sports are your favorite sports.
Yeah,
you and him have to fight each other on who's going to cover those games.
I don't fight Richie on anything. He's the number one man at our newspaper.
That's right.
Don't tell Jeff that, but he is.
Oh, okay. Well, Jeff's probably going to watch this show now. So
yeah. Well, he doesn't have anything else to do. I mean, got all of us out working. Did he tell us who his best shooter was?
No, and you knew he wasn't going to do that.
I named him Jason Whiteley.
You knew
someday I'm going to get you and Bud Wright in the same room and have you pick your all-time great teams.
Oh, dear.
Great upset pick.
Okay, and who did I pick last year?
I don't remember.
Oh, gee.
We got rid of Nicholson. We can talk about that. Nicholson still thinks that basketball is king in Indiana. I mean, Indiana hasn't been king in high school basketball for 20 years. And now the players just go everywhere. They go to Michigan State. They go to Michigan. Steve Alford's probably going to get a bunch of them out at UCLA now. But I don't know what's wrong with basketball in Indiana. We can't even have one college team that makes the NCAA tournament or the NIT tournament. Not one college
Now
team.
Indiana State made the NIT.
That's what I say, one college team.
That's my alma mater.
I know that.
From Indiana State.
You and Larry Bird.
Me and Larry Bird together. Yeah. The paper on, I think it was Friday's Star, kind of mixed it up a little bit because I was out of town this weekend, so I had to read all those sports pages yesterday. But
if you'd been reading the Times, if you'd been reading the Reporter, you could have gotten up at 4 o'clock in the morning in Tennessee and read a local paper.
I did read the local paper.
It's local backyard news. There's not a lot of state news. And then you get your national news with the Pacers and Colts and everything. But I got a Sid story to tell you.
Okay. Tell me the Sid story.
This is a rumor over about 50 years ago when President Harry Truman came through Noblesville on a train, and they stopped the train right there where the government center is today. I think it was a hatchery there before, or a mill or something. And the train was late getting out of Noblesville. And I was just a kid then, but I heard the rumor that the reason they were late is because they were getting the president a beer at Sid's. And I don't know if that's true or not. I don't think Rick was there at that time.
No, I doubt if Rick was there then.
But
if you was just a kid.
I was just a kid. I went up there. He stopped right on the corner of right where the railroad tracks are all torn up now. He would probably been upset going over that railroad track back then.
Yeah, it'd be pretty tough today, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but he
Are
did.
you sure he wasn't getting one of Sid's famous breaded tenderloins?
Well, that might have been true, but I don't know
the
about
beer
that.
story was a better story.
I never heard about Sid's tenderloins back in those days.
Oh,
So I'm sure Rick probably invented those when he.
yeah, he made those famous.
As I've written several times, I love Richmond, and that's where they're going to play. I mean, it's just a really a thrill for me to go back to Richmond after going to school at Earlham, that was during Richmond's heydays. They really had some great basketball players back in those days. So, but I've got a big assignment this weekend. They're having a concert at Adrian College, and I have to take my grandson over there.
Well, that's nice.
He was trying to inform me last night about the two bands that's playing. Wanted to know if I'd heard this song or that song.
And I'm sure what your answer was.
I didn't. I'm going to be the driver, and that's about it. Wednesday to make sure you get the reporter and to find out who's the player of the year. I'm sure it's going to be very controversial.
It always is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of course, I thought, well, yeah, last year was controversial too.
Hey,
Morning, Perry.
a little joke there. Don says, "Don't say good morning." So I didn't, and so he did.
AJ's a homer.
Now AJ says he's not a homer.
AJ's a homer for the Huskies.